So starting at the top of your mat, reach your arms all the way up. Take a deep breath in. Working on standing strength. And then as you exhale, bend your knees, tip at your hip into that forward fold, forward bend. Now step the right foot all the way back into lunge. Now from here, you're just gonna drop your back heel down. And then we're gonna rise up and set up for warrior two. Now, if you drew a line from the heel to the middle of yours, that's about where it needs to be, but again, it doesn't have to be perfect. So the back foot has that straight edge, toes go to the top, bend your front knee, and then reach your arms out, just reach out. And then just gazing at your left fingertips, breathing in, breathing out, strong, determined warrior. Now from here, take this left arm up to the ceiling. Just go to where it feels right for you. Breathing in. Breathing out. Reverse warrior. And then we're going to come back to warrior. And then we're just going to take the forearm to the thigh. Now options here, you can leave your arm straight to the ceiling, or you can reach overhead. Your choice. Breathing in. Breathing out. And then come back to warrior. Now from here, we're going to straighten the front leg, and we're just going to tip into triangle. So make it your triangle. You can let your hand maybe come to the thigh. This is where you want to stay, or the shin. The arm can stay straight to the ceiling, or you can let your hand come down to your hip. Breathing in, breathing out, just opening. And then come all the way up. Always good to take options. Now bend that front knee. We're going to take the hands to the top of the mat, come up onto the back toe, and then step into downward facing dog. Tailbone to the ceiling. Hands are shoulder width distance. Feet are hip width distance. Breathing in. Breathing out. Now this time we're going to take the right foot into lunge. So you can step the right foot to the top or walk both feet. Step up to the top. And then if you did take both feet, then you want to step your left foot back. So drop that heel down and rise up. Some people, it's hard on their knees to come in out of lunge that way, so do what feels right for you. So now, again, your right toes are going towards the top of the mat. That left foot has that straight edge. Gazing at your right fingertips. Strong, determined warrior. Breathing in. Breathing out. And then reach this right arm up to the ceiling. Reverse warrior, sun warrior, salute the sun. Using your breath. And then come back to warrior. Now take the forearm to the thigh. And this is extended warrior, so you can stay here with the arm straight to the ceiling, or let the arm come alongside your ear. Breathing in. Breathing out. Paying attention too about where your head looks, depending on how your neck feels. Come back into warrior two, and then straighten that front leg. And then we're just going to tip into triangle. So you might just let your hand come to the thigh or the shin. So again, make it feel right for you. You can reach up to the ceiling. If you feel like you need to let your hand come down to your hip, that's okay too. Breathing in. Breathing out. And again, the way you gaze could be to the ceiling, to the side, down, depending on how your neck feels. And then come all the way up. Bend that front knee, warrior, and then let your hands come to the top of the mat, come up onto the back toes, and then step into downward facing dog. Hands are shoulder width distance, feet are hip width distance. Let your head and neck relax. Take a deep breath in, deep breath out. And then looking up to your hands, just walking both feet to the top, maybe bend your knees a little bit, let your head just hang. And then hang out here, so when you're in forward fold, your hands can stay on the mat, or your hands maybe even onto your shins, wherever it feels comfortable. Paying attention to how your lower back feels. Breathing in, breathing out. And then if you want more, you can straighten the legs a little bit. And then let your hands come to your shins, so right underneath your kneecaps, legs are straight, back is flat. Now this time, let your arms just hang. Bend your knees again, tuck your chin in towards your chest, and roll yourself up one vertebra at a time. So just feel each vertebra stack on top of the other. Let your head come up last. And then just let your hands come to your heart center. And then just pause in mountain. Again, if you're comfortable, close your eyes, or maybe just look down towards the floor. Breathing in. Breathing out, feeling your steady mountain. And then just let your arms come down by your sides, open your eyes. All right, so we're gonna work our way down and work on some seated poses. So just coming to the top of your mat first, take a deep breath in, reach all the way up to the ceiling, deep breath in. And then as you exhale, just bend your knees, tip at your hip, and then come into that forward fold. And then we're gonna step both feet all the way into downward facing dog. So step both feet into downward facing dog. Hands are shoulder width distance, feet are hip width distance. Let your head just hang. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Now let your knees come down to the mat. Let your knees come down. And then let your knees come apart for frog. So let your knees go towards the edges of the mat. Your big toes touch. And then sit back towards your heels. Stack your forearms on top of each other. And let your forehead just rest on your forearm. And just take a moment to let yourself be still, breathing in, breathing out. Now let your head come up, and then let your palms come back to the mat first. And then slowly lift yourself up towards your hands and knees, and then let your knees come in. And then we're just gonna have a seat onto the mat. So let your legs come around to the front, and then just let your legs come out. And then we're gonna come into a seated forward fold. So take your arms up, take a deep breath in. As you exhale, we're gonna reach out. So a couple of options for seated forward fold. Hands can go to the shins, or the ankles, or you can reach out. So only go to where you feel that sensation. In the hamstrings, maybe in the lower back, stretching through the shoulders, the arms. And you can just let your hands just rest on your shins. There you go. Breathing in. Breathing out. Always making every form your own. Making it feel right for you. It should never be painful. Maybe just a little uncomfortable, that sensation. Now release that, come up nice and easy. And then we're gonna stay right here, and we're just gonna bend your right knee, and then take your ankle about over the thigh here. So if you're in this hip opener here, my leg comes out further, but if your leg stays up here, that's okay. And maybe even bending your knee, if this is it, that's where you want to stay. So just pay attention to how you feel. Your leg doesn't have to come all the way out. It doesn't have to come out here. Just modify it. Only go to where it feels right for you. And then we're gonna, you can stay here. We're opening up the hip. So you might want to just hang out here, or you can experiment with walking your fingertips out, but only going to where it feels right for you. Breathing in, breathing out. And then just slowly walk your hands back up. And then we're gonna take this foot here, you're just gonna bend the knee, and it can just come inside the leg where it feels comfortable. Sit really tall, and we're gonna come into a twist. You can let your hands stay here, or here. I'm gonna stay like this. Some people take the arm all the way out. I'm gonna stay right here. Take a deep breath in, sit tall, lengthen through the spine, and then as you exhale, maybe look over your shoulder or take that look behind you. You decide. Breathing in, breathing out. Always taking your options. So lengthening the spine. Also, when you bend and twist, it detoxes the body. And then just slowly unwind yourself. Always come out nice and easy. Let this leg come out. And then bend the left knee, take this ankle on top of the thigh. And then again, you can just hang out here, opening up the hip. You're gonna feel the hamstring, or just experiment too, with just walking your fingertips out. And just going to where it feels right for you. Breathing in, breathing out. So it's important to open the hips, lengthen the hamstrings to protect the lower back, to keep the back less prone to injury. We hold our pain and stress in our hips. Just relieving that, and then just slowly walk your hands back up. And then we're gonna actually just take this foot here, and then we're gonna sit really tall, and then we're gonna twist again. We're gonna look to the left. So again, your hand can just go here or here, and you're gonna sit really tall. The other hand can come out to the side and behind you. Deep breath in, lengthen through the spine. And then as you exhale, look off over your shoulder, maybe look behind you. Again, just using your breath to create space in your body, breathing in, breathing out. And then slowly unwind yourself, come back around, and then let this foot come out. And then we're going to come into another seated forward fold. So take your arms up, take a deep breath in. And then as you exhale, reach out. Again, you can just let your hands come to the shins or the ankles. And again, just going to where it feels right for you, using that breath to create space, breathing in, breathing out. Also using the breath to help you just make it through the pose. And then just slowly release that. Come on up.